Move on to talk about matters of the IMF, because the recent announcement of the Gambia's economic growth by International Monetary Fund has increased hopes of the citizen for a better tomorrow. The IMF mission chief told journalists on Tuesday that the extended credit facility will support undeveloped countries in their quest for a more productive country. The mission holds consultations with Gambian authorities on the anticipation fund of $50 million for the country in the next 3 years. Binta Sese has more details of that in this report.
International Monetary Fund mission chief said on Tuesday that the Global Finance Monitoring Agency staff level agreed with Gambian authorities on the Extended Credit Facility (ECF) will bring $50 million for the country in the next 3 years. During a press briefing at the Ministry of Finance in Banjul, Jarosław Rizorik said ECF is IMF's main instrument for support to low-income countries, saying the Gambia has built a positive track record and boast of confidence in the economy, with credit growing at a fast rate, which gave space for private sector activities, including the area of construction. The mission chief is in the country on a 3-day consultation with Gambian authorities to take stock of the 2019 staff audit program and to agree with the government on the next step of negotiation on the extended credit facility.
Very pleased to announce that we have reached an ad referendum agreement, staff-level agreement on that extended credit facility. This is our main instrument of support for low-income countries. These agreements are typically multi-year, 3 or more years. And we are expecting that the agreement would bring about $50 million to this country over 3 years, which will be for balance of payment support, essentially to strengthen the official reserve of the central bank. What enabled us to come to this conclusion? As PS Ada mentioned, the Gambia, yes, has built a positive track record of performance under the SMP.
One prior action that Gambian authorities should implement before going forward is related to the cabinet submission of a reverse procurement law. Last Friday, Mr. Rizorik announced Gambia's overall current economic outlook growth was about 6% of GDP and inflation is low, with the dollar stable. He said agriculture production also declined to about 10% in 2019, saying the country could have seen a much higher growth rate if the agriculture sector has performed much better. Finance Minister Mamburenjai said Gambia is a small and vulnerable country that witnessed a very strong shock over the years.
We are very vulnerable, open to exogenous shocks. We have witnessed very strong shocks during the year. Agriculture and tourism, and their contribution to GDP is significant. But the fact that we have been able to respond in the timely with the support of our partners, I think we have been proven.
He said when the country goes into full-blown program for the agreement, the discipline must be maintained and sustained. Gambia has so far registered great success and is now looking into ways to consolidate the effort. Binta Sese for iAfrican News.
IMF and Gambian authorities hoping for a better economic growth in the country.